Do you ever feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, constantly replaying past mistakes or stressing about what might happen tomorrow? If so, you're not alone. I want to share a story with you today. A story about a young man named Arif who found a powerful secret to peace of mind. Arif was just 27, but he felt tired all the time. Not the kind of tired that a good night's sleep could fix. It was a deep, soul-crushing exhaustion. His mind was a battlefield, constantly at war with itself, replaying every regret and forecasting every possible failure. He was so caught up in the what-ifs and the should-ifs that he was completely missing the here and now. One day, a close friend, seeing how much Arif was struggling, suggested he visit a wise old monk who lived in seclusion near a beautiful waterfall. Desperate for a solution, Arif decided to go. He found the monk meditating peacefully by the rushing water. Arif explained his endless cycle of anxiety, how his mind felt like a prison. The monk listened patiently, his expression calm and knowing. Then, without a word, he handed Arif an empty woven basket. "Come with me," he said, and led Arif along a winding path. As they walked, the monk instructed him, "For every single thing that worries you, pick up a pebble and place it in this basket. Every regret from the past, every fear for the future, each one gets a pebble." Arif started picking up pebbles. "A small one for that awkward thing he said last week. A bigger one for a failed project at work. A heavy, jagged one for his fear of not being good enough." Soon, the basket was overflowing. It was heavy, really heavy. The monk then pointed to a steep hill ahead. "Now," he said, "carry this basket to the top." The climb was grueling. With each step, the basket seemed to get heavier. The straps dug into his hands, his back ached, and sweat poured down his face. It wasn't just the physical weight. Each pebble was a sharp reminder of his anxieties, pressing down on him, making the climb feel impossible. He stumbled, he struggled, and by the time he reached the summit, he collapsed, completely exhausted, his body and spirit utterly spent. He looked at the monk, bewildered. "Why did you make me do this?" he panted. The monk smiled gently. "This basket," he explained, "is your mind. And each of these pebbles is a worry, a regret, or a fear that you've chosen to pick up and carry with you every single day." He gestured towards the basket. "You've been carrying this weight for so long, you've forgotten what it feels like to be without it. You think this burden is a part of you, but it's not. It's just something you've been holding on to." Then, the monk told Arif to take out the pebbles, one by one. Arif reached into the basket and picked up a pebble. "This is my regret about that argument with my family," he said, and threw it as far as he could down the hillside. He felt a tiny, almost imperceptible release. He picked up another. This is my fear of failing at my new job. He hurled it away. Another pebble, another burden released. With each pebble that he threw, Arif felt lighter. The tightness in his chest began to loosen. The fog in his mind started to clear. He wasn't just emptying a basket. He was emptying his soul of years of accumulated pain and anxiety. When the last pebble was gone, he stood up. He took a deep breath, the air filling his lungs in a way it hadn't for years. He felt free. The monk looked at him and said, "Peace of mind isn't about stopping your thoughts. It's about stopping yourself from carrying the thoughts that don't belong in this present moment. All you have is now." Arif finally understood. Peace wasn't some destination he had to find. It was a state he could create. It was born from the simple, powerful act of letting go. He realized he had the choice to stop picking up the pebbles. He could walk his path with an empty basket, free to enjoy the journey. So, what about you? What pebbles are you carrying in your basket today? Maybe it's time to start putting them down, one by one. Peace isn't out there somewhere to be found. It's right here, waiting to be discovered the moment you decide to let go of what weighs you down. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a like and subscribe for more content to help you find your inner peace. See you next time.